Recording. Good evening to you all. Today is our day 20 of this 3-month data analytics bootcamp. Like I said, this bootcamp will last for about 3 months, and today is our day 20. So like always, we start by showing our outline. This is our today's outline. We're going to talk about a recap on the 19th, and also we'll talk about trim, we'll talk about left, and we'll talk about right. That's what we are going to talk about today in this video. So recap on yesterday. If you can recall, yesterday we talked about concatenate, how to merge two or more cells together. So we talk about that and we learn how to do the trick, because take note, most of the time you will get data that is kind of not in one place, and there is need for the data to be in one place. You need to put it together. So that's what we did yesterday. And like I told you, take note on this. Those that are using 2019 Excel, Microsoft Office 19, those that are using 2016, you might see concat instead of concatenate. But yesterday we used concatenate because that's what is inside every Excel, even 2007 and 2003. You will see that. So the next thing is we're going to talk about trim. So I'll explain these three functions that we are going to treat today. Then from there, please, who has this background noise? I don't know among you who has this background noise, please. Maybe I think I'll mute everyone. Okay, so we'll talk about trim. What is this trim? Trim function is used to remove spaces in a data, to remove unnecessary spaces in a data. This is what you should know about trim, because sometimes there is a data that comes with too much unnecessary spaces or extra spaces in the data, maybe in the name, maybe in a number, maybe in whatever. There is extra spaces inside that particular data or in a particular cell. So you need trim to remove such unnecessary spaces. So that's what trim is all about. Then about the left function, we use this left function in order for us to extract a particular number of characters or data from a particular cell from the left-hand side. That's what this left is. And right is from the right-hand side. For us to extract a particular number of character in a particular data. For example, it's a phone number. We want to extract the last 4 digits of that number. We'll use right in order for us to extract the last 4 digits. Or we want to extract the first 3 digits of the number, so we are going to use left in order for us to extract such 4-digit number from the beginning. So please take note on this, and we'll do the examples so that the practical, so that you will see everything now. So as you can see here, this is my data of yesterday. So let me just add, for example, let me just put some extra spaces like this in the data. I'm adding spaces. So understand what these spaces is all about. I'm adding spaces in between this and this. I'm adding some spaces. As you can see, I'm adding a lot of spaces, unnecessary spaces. You see all these unnecessary spaces in the data. So that's what I'm adding. Okay, so let me just do it here again. Let me add another one. You see, there are a lot of data that will come like this. Most of the data sometimes will come like this. Somebody will add spaces and this like this. Like this. So this is how you use the this. So sometimes this is how you will see the data with unnecessary spaces like this, because this Ahmed, I mean, I was supposed to be 15 character. If you count it, it will still count the spaces. It will give you over 22 spaces. That's what you are going to see. So let me do something. Let me just leave this here. For example, this is where we stopped. So let me stop here, for example. So these are the spaces, the count that we have here. But if we apply the trim will remove all the spaces for us, and we are going to see this particular length from 22. Okay, let me do something like this. Let me paste the values here, because if I apply it here, now it will change. So let's see something here. Okay, let me see here, let me see old count. Like this is the old count. So let me delete this. So when I apply the trim here and I count it again, the count will change. So what you are going to do is put the trim, and you open bracket, then you select the data. Just select the text and you close it, you press enter. So by default, it removes all the unnecessary spaces. So let me just drag it down so that we will see what it will do. So let's count it again. Let's say new count equals to len open bracket, then let's click here, press enter, then it gives us 17. Please, do you see this? I don't know if you understand. Okay, where did I click? Okay, here. So now you see there is difference between this and this, and the default is 17, because Ahmed is 5 was 15. Then the spaces, these two spaces in between, because that's the normal space that you put between words is there, because the unnecessary one, that is any space more than one, it's going to reduce that particular space and make it empty. So it will remove all the unnecessary spaces. That is the spaces I put in front of this name. You see these spaces and everything. So before, this name is 29 characters, now is 24. This one is 28, now is 19. This one is 20, now is 15. This one is 22, now is 14. So you see, all these spaces, you need to remove them, because you want your data to be well arranged and well clean. So this is one of the also tricks of cleaning the data. So please take note on this trim min. So this is about the trim. So let me delete this. We are done with this. We're done with this. So let me just copy the clean one. Then I'll paste it back here. Sorry. I'll just paste it values. So I'll paste it, then I'll delete this. So now what we are going to do here now. Okay, I think, yeah, I need this len. I need this len. Okay, let me put it here. I need this len. I need this len, because now we are going to apply the right and the left function. So what this like, okay, let's say number of characters. So now we want to extract, for example, this particular name has 17 characters. So let's say we want to extract first 3 from the left. That means from the left, that is from Ahmed, we want to extract first 3. This particular thing that you are seeing, I don't want to give you the hint of your assignment, but you are going to have a very well real work about this transformation. So take note, sometimes you will be asked to extract 3 characters from states in order for you to create, for example, maybe acronyms or shortcuts or initials of that particular state. So you need to extract 3 characters. So sometimes you need to do that. And sometimes you need to extract from the country. Sometimes you need to extract from the names and other things. So just understand how to use this left and right. So all you need to, we want to extract 3 digits from the left. So we are going to say left, open bracket. Just click on the text. So when you click on the text, you put comma. This particular text has, as you know, this particular text has 17. So the first 3 is AHM from the left. So let's just put 3 and we close the bracket. So if we press enter, it's going to extract 3 particular words from here, AHM, and put it here. If I double click, it will extract 3 out of the whole data. The data is 107. It will extract 3 first post 3 letters from the left. That's number 1 from the left. If we want it from the right, so we are going to say right, then we click on the text, then we put comma and we put 3 again. It will extract it from the 3. So you can put any number. You can say 4 or you can say 2 from the right, then you press enter, then you click it like this. For example, now you want to create acronym. So this one, the acronym will still be Ahmed. This one, the acronym will be something below or whatever. This one will be update. This one will be like this. Sometimes you will use this to create some aliens to people based on this. You extracted it. You can do whatever you want, because now you can count the word. If I want to extract from the left, I can count. Maybe I want to extract maybe out of this number 14, that is from 14. Then I will select the text post, comma, then I will say 14 from the left, then I will click enter. Then it will give me 14 characters from the left. That's what the number of characters it will extract from me. So it will give me 14, but it will remove 3 because it's 17. But if I put 17, it will bring complete name for me, because this name is 17. Any name that is 17, it will bring that name that is 17 for you. But if it is longer than 17, then it will not bring that name for you. So please, this is how you use this and you use this. Because I have one assignment that I gave some people to create admission number based on the initials to extract 3 and merge it with 001. That is a very, very simple assignment to do. So if you understand the concatenate, if you understand this, all you need to extract, you create that one, you put them together, then you will create admission number based on the initials of everyone. So it's not something big. It's not something. Okay, can you hear me, please? Is my network? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, please? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Energy,
Can you hear you now?
Ibrana.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear
I can
you.
hear you, sir.
So it's my network that is unstable today.
Yes, sir.
You can hear me, right? Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Biliamin, I can see. Okay, Abubakar SD. Okay, thank you so much. So this is where we are going to stop on today's video. Please, what I want you to understand, well, there is something that I don't want to close today. What I want you to understand is that, you see, most of what we did this week has to do with data cleaning and transformation. Please write it down and understand this. Right from today, if you hear anybody ask you, do you know anything about data cleaning and transformation? Please say yes, because you know how to clean data or you know how to transform data. I will talk about this issue of data transformation. It all has to do with this concatenate. It has to do with this trimming. I said trimming. It has to do with this text to column, left, right, and others. It has to do with that. That's the data transformation. That is, out of a data, you create another data. Because if you can recall yesterday, out of full name, we create a very fresh data that has to do with first name, surname, other name. Day before yesterday. And yesterday we merged data together. And there are a lot of things. You know how to separate data with characters. Maybe a data has at, or it has dash, or it has comma, or it has anything full stop. You know how to get rid of that full stop and make the data clean. Please think of this. This is what we call data cleaning and data transformation. Please understand this right from today. So your assignment will be on a very real data, and that real data, you are going to work on that. You are going to you are going to do to work on a real you are going to work on a real work that has to do with data cleaning and data transformation. That what the bulkness of your work will be tomorrow. So I will drop the assignment. I'm going to give you a one real data which has lots of rows and everything in it. You are going to I will send the question based on the data. The data is real data. So you are going to work with the data, you clean the data, you do a lot of things with the data. And believe me, if you can do that work, then you are still you did great, and the next thing that you need is to move into analysis. And don't worry, maybe I don't know, you still, I told you that you still learn a lot about analysis. There are a lot of things that you learn about analysis and others. So don't worry, as we are going, you will be learning it one after the other, because the roadmap of it is to learn the data cleaning and transformation. After data cleaning and transformation, then you move to data analysis. After data analysis, then you move to data share visualization. After data visualization, then you move to data reporting and sharing, like that. So that's what they call, after that data reporting, then data sharing and communication. That's the final stage of where you are okay, you continue. So this stage that you are of data transformation and data cleaning, at the end of this kind of you are this the week 3, you can be able to do such, and you can be able to do a lot when it comes to this data transformation and data cleaning. So you can do a lot about that. So all the questions that I'm going to give you tomorrow, I know and I believe we covered it, and you can work on it and you can use the data. I'm going to give you a real data which you will work on, and I've already shown you a kind of I gave you a link to some websites. You go there, there are lots of real data. When you download the data, you think of the data, what and what you need to do. You need to clean it, what and what you need to remove, what and what you need to do. How do you get the average? You need to get the total, you need to get the percentage, sum if, counts if, do this, do a lot of it with the data. You all learn that. So you should try as much as you can to start using the knowledge you have learned already. So if you have a question, you can raise your hand or you can ask in the chat, then we can move forward and call it a day, because we only spent 24 minutes today. So if you have any question, you can ask or you can raise your hand, then I will give you the mic. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, please? If you have a question, you can ask.
I can hear you, sir.
If you have a question, you can ask, please. Ask your question, because tomorrow is going to be assignment.
So I have a question.
Yeah, I can hear you. Continue.
What if you are given data on different tables, let's say 4 different tables, and you're giving those tables to merge them into one table?
Yeah.
How can we do that?
Okay. For example, it's different table.
Yes, sir.
From this table to this table to this table, you want to put the data together.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me share my screen so that I will understand really what you mean. Okay, you mean this is another one table, for example, this.
Exactly, yes, sir.
So,
then you
and
go
there
to
is
another
maybe,
file.
okay, there is another sheet.
Yes, another sheet, sir.
Okay, you need to say sheet. Okay, you want to match data from different sheet, for example, like
exactly.
This. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So that one, I wanted to cover it in another video, but let me explain this to you. Since you asked it, let me explain it to you. What we are going to do is not something big. All you need to, in Excel, maybe I want to match this salary with this location. And I want to match them, for example, in this sheet here. Let's say location and salary. It's not something big. I don't think, I don't want you to think it's something very big for you to this thing. All you need is to learn how to do it. All you need is to put equals to. I want to put the location first. So I'm just going to go, when you put equal sign, all you need to is just click on the sheet where the location is. Here it is. Just click on it. You see? You click on it. But since you say you want to match them, so let's come back, because it's concatenate. Like, for example, we want to concatenate them, right? Do you understand?
Yes,
or you want to maybe just match them together? I don't know. I don't understand. Okay, but let me do this first for you. For example, I want to bring this location and this salary. I want to bring them under this sheet. All I need to is to put equal sign, come to this location, just click this and press enter. The location will be there. You can just drag. All the data that is here, it will come back to here by default. And if it is the salary, I want to bring the salary. All I need to is to click this equals to come to salary, click on this salary, press enter. All the salary data that is there, if I double click, it will break down all the data that is here. It will come back here.
Wow.
If I effect the change, maybe it's 235,000. If I make it to 100,000, it will affect this sheet. It will return to 100,000. Please take note of this equal sign. If you put equal sign and you press the set and you press enter, it will duplicate whatever is inside here into here. Because now is 200 is 100. I duplicate this one to this one, and I duplicate this one from salary. If I turn this one now, instead of 100,000, I turn it maybe to 90,000. So it will affect all the three cells. You see, it affect this one and this one affect this one. So please learn this trick. It's something that we will learn later, but since you asked the question, I will teach you this. So the second one is to match them together. So it's just to put your concatenate, then I want to match the location. This is where the location is. I'll just put this, then I'll put my space like always, then I'll put comma, then I will come here and select the salary, then I'll press enter, and that's all. It will concatenate this with salary. You see it? We have SKK NG 90,000. That's all. It's not something big. So if I just double click it, it will do the same, you see, like what I did. But up till where this end, because this is where this SKK end on 13. So that way where my data will end on 13. Then the next one, it will just put the salary alone without the SKK, since we don't have enough SKK that will cover the salary. So it's not something big. All you need to is to click here and drag it here. You click here and you change it here. So it's not something big. You can do it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you will watch the video, please. Don't worry about come again in, man. I don't like that come again. You watch the video, please. I'll put the video immediately. Ibrahim, I can continue.
Sir, if I have a data in a range that consists of number and letters.
Yeah.
So if I put the letters like we did on.
I can't hear. We can't hear you. Nobody can hear you. I don't know if I'm the only one that can't hear him. Please.
I'm not hearing him too.
Nobody can hear you, please. Muhammad Ahmad, you can ask your question because before he came back. I think it's also, you can write your questions in the chat. It's very kind of more effective than to talk. I can hear you, Muhammad Ahmad. Continue.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Sir, I mean, good evening. So, sir, let's say I want to extract some characters on the names of people. Let's say first name, second name, surname. So the extraction based on their first name, second name, surname. So how can we did this with the left or right?
Okay, the extraction will be based on surname,
first name, second, let's say first letters of first name, first letters of second name, and then first letters of others' name.
Yeah, I understand. So in that scenario, the only thing you can do is to what we did to separate them first into first name, surname, and different columns. Then each column you extract what you want based on that. Then you concatenate them at the end. Don't make me give you this as your assignment. Okay, I will not give it, since a lot of you will say, yeah, so we know how to do it. Because let me tell you, you need to have a very critical mind in thinking how to solve a lot of solutions. Nobody can teach you that. I can only show you how to do it. Maybe you can find a work that you know the way of doing it, but for you to think, it will be a lot of tax for you. So there are a lot of people that they'll just go and learn something, or they will do something. It didn't work. They will just call me. What you teach us is not working. So sometimes I can't teach you every work. Don't expect me to teach you everything. Sometimes even me is when I have the work that I will analyze the work and find what I can do based on the work. Sometimes you can even think and be dreaming of how to use some formulas. You think it's just easy. It's not easy. Sometimes you will be dreaming about how to apply a lot of formulas. A lot of formulas. You will be dreaming about how to apply them. So it's not just, so you will think, if there is no way you can do it, then you need to separate the data. You extract from the first name, you extract from the surname, you extract from the last name, then you concatenate them together and you create what you want to create. So you need to be very smart sometimes, very, very smart, in order for you to do what you want. So Brian, if you are back, you can talk, or you can just write your assignment. Okay, yeah, I can see his question. If I have the data in a range that has both qualitative and quantitative, so if I want to clean quantitative, that how can I use, as we did in the 18, we remove the brackets. Ibrahim, I don't understand your question, but if I get it, maybe you have a data that has quantitative and qualitative together. For example, like what we did with HIT, we have HIT and we have the initial, the number of your, maybe your 2033, whatever, like that. Maybe if that what you mean, you want to clean the data. Yeah, first of all, you know the first three is HIT, then you can separate it first. You separate the qualitative from the quantitative, then you clean the quantitative and you clean the qualitative. So you can do that. For example, because sometimes it might not be HIT in another data, it can be HOT. Maybe you need to remove that one out of it, like that. So there are a lot of ways to do that. You can separate the data. When you finish cleaning the data, then yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the same range, you have data that contain. There is no way in the same range you can have data with different distance. If you have that particular data, then you need to clean the data. You can separate this one first. You clean the first one, then you clean the other one. But if I understand you, maybe you mean you have Ahmad in the data, and that same data you have 1, 2, 3 again. Maybe that's what you mean in the same range. Maybe that's what you mean. So you need to learn how to remove that particular. Yeah, I understand. You need to learn how to remove that. Which one is alien within the data? Because someone must be alien. One of the data must be alien within the data. Because a variable sometimes, in as much as it's a kind of this tabular data, this kind of the data that we are using that has to do with relational database, all this data, that each variable contains the same data type. So there is no way a variable of full name, you start seeing 003, 2223, 5555 on under full name. So there is nobody that has a name 001. In as much, I don't know if he is maybe Agent 47 in Hitman or something like that. So that's what you need to do. So you need to use your this thing number 5 to do a lot of things. So a data will come here. So you can go and download data. You will see a lot. And this is why the data that I want you to go and start downloading data from this website. Even you now, when sometimes when you are filling a form online, someone under full name or under qualification, he can just write 2.4 CGPA under qualification. Someone under surname, he can write state. Someone under phone number, he can write not applicable. Under phone number, you might see all this. So when you are downloading this data, this real data, you will be seeing all this. All of that are discrepancies, because once under phone number you saw not available, you know that is a nonsense. Somebody just put something there. So all you need is to get rid of that. So please take note on this. So I know maybe you downloaded a data that has to do with this. You get confused and you need to know what to do. So you need to say that is kind of. Imran, I think you want to talk, right?
No, sir.
So if you have a question, you can ask, please. So today
Sir.
you learn how to do something, how to connect two sheets together. Please take note on this. We have a class on this, but maybe I can tend to ignore it since we kind of cover it today. Maybe I will remove it and substitute it with something else in the week, maybe. But take note on this, since you know how to connect two sheets together. Yeah, I can hear you, Energy. You want to talk?
No, it's not me, sir.
Okay, Ibrahim Baba Muhammad.
Okay, hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Ibrahim.
So my question, as you have said now,
Yeah.
if you have a data, as someone just write under phone number, he write his qualification.
Yes.
Or under his qualification, he wrote his point.
Yeah.
So are you going to delete the whole his data, or how are you going to delete it?
Yeah. Sometimes if there is phone number, we'll talk even about this when it comes to issue of cleaning of data. We'll talk about this later, because there are certain data that you need to follow up. You need to follow up on that particular person. You need to call him if there is means of communication. Do you understand that? Because you can't just go ahead and keep deleting the records of people. Sometimes you can't do that. But like I told you, if the analysis is just based on a data that you can't follow up, you don't know what to do, and you can analyze the data without that information of that particular person, that error that he made, terminate the information, because the information is not complete. Please, do you understand? The information of the person is not complete information. There is no way you can analyze your data with incomplete and inaccurate information. That's why you must learn this data cleaning and data transformation before you start the analysis of the data, because your data must be 100% clean from any inaccuracy and anything that will jeopardize the accuracy of your analysis. Because the analysis, when you speak, when you give your analysis, at least your analysis should be 99.9% accurate based on the data available to you. It has to be 99.9 accurate. So even if somebody did the same analysis or somebody did the same thing, that analysis will stand. Is what you said. It's like 0, 1 plus 1 that gave you 2. So you need to be that, because we are even going to talk about the ethical conduct of data analysis. We are going to talk about there are certain ethics that you need to have some ethics. You need to have some certain principles as a data analyst. You need to follow. You need to live by such principles. Data analysts never lie. You don't lie as a data analyst. Data analysts never create data just have a fictitious data, just create a data to promulgate data on its own. A data analyst will never promulgate data, and you must have a good sources of data. We'll talk about sources of data. We'll talk about them. We'll talk about how to find good sources, how to know which data is your good sources and other things. We'll talk about all this. You'll know how to make judgment based on this. So don't worry, we'll all talk about this, how to make your judgments, how to do a lot of things before you even give report about the data, so that whatever you said is 100% genuine and you didn't lie. You said it based on the data available to you. So that's what you should know. So I think without saying much, or after saying much, I think we'll call it a day, because we have some few seconds to go. So I think we can call it a day for today, till tomorrow or till next tomorrow. I'll drop the assignment maybe today or tomorrow's morning, immediately, inshallah, tomorrow morning or today's night. I'll drop the assignment. Then you can start the assignment. Maybe you will see your result of first week and second week, maybe today or tomorrow. Maybe, or you see one of it, maybe then it will serve as energizer to you. So after saying everything, please have a wonderful dream, and God bless you all. Good night.
Good night, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.